The following program is brought to you by Naleo TV, the people's platform.
Aloha. Or better yet, Merry Christmas.
Or
to
better
each
yet,
and every one of you.
Wait, better yet. Mele Kaliki Maka.
Oh, there we go, Jay Orozco.
Yeah, John Henricks. How's it?
Yeah, you're elves in disguise.
Not very well disguised.
My tribute to Bob's Burgers. That's
Love
one of
it.
my favorite. Merry Christmas to you and yours, John.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah.
'Tis the season, and I'm feeling it.
This is the time when we watch the evening news, if you still do that sort of thing.
At times.
And you see on the mainland, boy, they're having an Arctic freeze coming through.
Yeah. Big drifts.
And
Yeah.
here we are. I did that. I did it. I was a little bit of a Grinch, man.
What'd you do?
Yeah, it's cold here this morning.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was 62 degrees.
Oh, man, he almost broke into the
My
50s.
sister was like, yeah, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
She's up in the Virginia, D.C. area.
Yeah.
So down to 17 degrees. And when
Yeah.
you look at it on the app there,
Yeah.
17 degrees
Yeah.
feels like 8 degrees.
I learned that from the NFL. Ironically, it's like it's this, but it feels like that.
Yeah.
Okay, then if it feels like that,
Yes.
it probably feels worse than us. I got a text from Mrs. Hendricks today saying it's that she was miserably hot. She was sweating like a you-know-what. And by the way, she doesn't. She barely perspires, this lovely lady.
Yeah.
But yeah, lots of complaints here about the stifling heat. We're so sorry.
So we're
Yeah.
not upset about that. We
I
love
spent my fair
Hawaii.
share of winters in on the old continent. I did my time.
Well,
I don't know about you.
I did. I was in the military and ended up in
Oh, well, there you
sorry
go.
excuse New York. One of their
Hey.
worst snowstorms I ever had there, man.
Been there too, upstate New York. Yeah.
Well, listen,
I like
it's a
that.
special show. We're just focusing in on the Christmas Day games that they've got.
Yeah. New gift for us.
Now,
sort of.
before we get into that,
Yeah.
okay,
What do you got?
Christmas
Yeah.
used to be the NBA all the time, right?
Right. Yeah.
You'd see it
Right.
time and time again. The thing I've seen here lately, LeBron, they're saying, hey, NFL, the NBA owns Christmas Day. Well, and again, to your point in shows past, the NFL is a behemoth, okay?
Yeah.
They pretty much do what they want to do and ask later.
I
seems
describe
like.
it more as an amoeba. Because if I remember my high school biology classes, the amoeba kind of stretches out and just kind of absorbs
Oh,
things and eats them,
man.
and it grows bigger off of the things that it eats. To that point, Christmas being an NBA day, I recall for
Right.
quite some time, there might be 3 games on, stretched out over the course of the
Right,
day, and then that
right.
expanded and expanded to the point where, again, here in Hawaii, you wake up 7 o'clock, there's a game on,
Yep.
and then there's also a game that's starting at 5 o'clock, and it doesn't stop. So at some point, the NBA grew, and it did its expansion thing on our Christmas day and said, here's your gift, nonstop basketball. This NFL on Christmas is relatively new. We can all
Yes.
agree on that.
Well, I mean, they've done it when the calendar was right for them, okay?
Okay.
But it was an edict, kind of a unwritten rule, right? You don't play on Thursdays. It used to be, right?
There's
And
all kinds of
Fridays
rules there
for
used to
high
be,
school
yeah.
games, and
Okay.
Saturdays because of college games.
Right. Yeah.
But slowly one
Yeah.
goes, and the second goes, and the third goes, and now we've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Yeah.
Sunday, Monday. I say Friday, right? Because you think
There's
about Thanksgiving,
yeah.
you have
Sure.
Black Friday games, man.
I think we got some more coming up on Saturday,
Yeah,
too.
there you go, man.
But you know what? When there's edicts and rules and unwritten things, you know what cartels do? Cartels find those things, and they just destroy them, break them, and take them. And the NFL is certainly some form of a cartel, I'd have to say.
easily. Now,
So-
last year,
yeah.
okay,
Tell them.
Christmas, they did it again. Christmas Day games on Netflix. Okay, Chiefs and the Steelers, Ravens and the Texans, both blowout games.
Yeah.
but they also had Beyonce doing the halftime show. The most streamed NFL games in history. Phew.
Really?
So again, you would think they're going, hey, this ain't too bad. Okay, this ain't too bad. Well, again, there were games that had the Chiefs who were in the playoffs, had the Ravens who were in the playoffs. So
Yeah.
you had something to
Prominent,
watch for.
relevant teams.
This year,
Not so much.
Not so much. Yeah, Cowboys versus the Commanders. both out, okay? Lions and the Vikings. The Lions got a little bit to play for, but we'll see. Chiefs minus Patrick Mahomes versus the Broncos, who are pretty much just want to hold serve type of thing, okay?
Chiefs plus Gardner Minshew. I'm just going to throw it out there that way to be an optimist. It's this time of year. It's optimism and joy. Well, my point is, you talked about how the NBA and the NFL and this kind of hostile takeover, and I would call it that, a hostile takeover, because I don't think the NBA stands a chance when it comes to interest and viewership, even though the games, the participants in these games aren't really relevant to the playoff picture. It doesn't really matter. The NFL always wins. What did we have earlier this year on Thanksgiving holiday? We had a Cowboys-Chiefs game. Understanding that at the time the Cowboys had some relevancy, both were fighting for something that both have lost since
both
then.
Had to win.
I understand that, but that being the case, what was it? 52 million at its peak.
Yes, bigger than some Super Bowls.
Yeah, I think it takes about 4 or 5 like top-notch premier NBA games combined to reach that level of viewership.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're not even the same ballpark, so to speak. Bad pun, but I wouldn't be surprised. You could put one of these NFL games. You could put the Jets up. Oh, sorry, I'm picking on teams.
I don't think so.
You could put two losers on a streaming platform that is harder to find than
Jets
the
and
North
the Browns.
Pole.
Jets and the Browns.
And put it on a platform nobody's ever heard of. It is almost impossible to download, and it is constantly buffering, and it will get more views than maybe the Lakers and Celtics, assuming they're probably playing on Christmas Day. That's just the NFL.
Well, I mentioned
It's funner.
that Beyonce was part of the festivities last year in 2024.
Okay. What's she up to?
The Lions and the Vikings this year have won Snoop Dogg holiday extravaganza.
I can't get me enough Snoop Dogg.
So there you go. Using some other entertainment value to draw viewership as well.
Little incentives there.
Yeah.
He is the gift that keeps on giving. So be fair enough. Yes. Yeah.
Speaking of gifts.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait. What?
I got you a gift.
Okay. Good.
All right.
I'm glad you because I did too. We didn't. Yeah.
You got one too? Okay.
Oh, yeah. It sounds fair.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you open. I'm going to give you your gift. You open it first. Huh?
I would. However, I feel like always as an honored guest here and as the guest that I feel like you should open what I give to you first in honoring of you inviting me into your home so frequently.
But you're my guest, so the guest
That's
would...
a fair point. I still feel like I'd like to see the joy in your face before I express my joy and gratitude for what you've gifted to me.
I'll tell you what, man.
What?
Let's do it the good old-fashioned American way.
With a duel?
No, we're gonna we're gonna flip a coin.
Oh, hey, all right. Hey, wait, before you do, maybe we could put this out on DraftKings. There could be a prop bet right here on who wins the coin toss. Okay, I'll call it in the air.
All right.
And then if winner opens first.
There you go.
Okay, I'll call it in the air.
Okay.
All right. I'm always going tails, but in the tails. I can't read it. What is that? What is that? That's a Canadian coin. What did I get you? I thought you got an American coin.
I didn't even check.
What is it?
Let's see which.
What is that? What state are we in?
It's too bright there, but it is tails.
Okay, good. Then I go first.
I can't be sure what it is.
I go first.
All right.
I am the honored guest here, so it's only fair that I go first and open up this gift. And I will stand to do so. Pardon if the audio isn't as crisp as you would expect.
By the way,
yours comes in a box.
Yeah, the wrapping is a J.E. Orozco original.
I'm hey, heard this on the radio. I think it was the radio. Well, we're supposed to be listening to something. People prefer gifts that are, no offense, poorly wrapped as opposed to gifts that are professionally, crisply, geometrically, symmetrically
This is far for a professional.
Yeah, and I'm happy. I think it has something to do with the fact that we know you did it yourself and you didn't farm out the work.
The frustration. You know what? He's just going to rip it apart anyway, so what the heck?
I used to have a gift wrapper in my family that I would delegate these things to, and they've since told me, do it yourself. People prefer to get a poorly wrapped gift. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you how special I feel. You should see this thing. Hey,
There's a lot more tape than there is paper, basically.
There's no more tape at Walmart. Okay, I'm excited. I'm a shaker. Gives me nothing. All right, let's see what this is. We'll see what this is.
We got
I'll tell
going
you
on
this
here,
too right
man.
off the bat. It's This doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's light, and that's okay. I was expecting it to be
Yeah.
difficult, but it's light. But let's get into this thing. Without further ado.
Yeah, there we go.
All right,
There we go.
all right,
There we
all
go.
right.
There we
Our
go.
first official coulda, shoulda, woulda Christmas gift exchange.
I don't even know if this is the top. I just I can't remember, man.
Well, it's the top.
Just put the bow somewhere
Well,
on the box.
if the goldfish falls out of the bowl, we know who to blame.
So there you go, man.
All right, help me out with this paper.
All right, here you
all right. A lot of paper, a lot of
Yeah,
tape.
yeah.
All right. Okay, let's see if I have the arm strength and the capacity to. All right, here we go. I'm doing pretty good so far. Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
There we go.
yeah. All right.
By the way, you
I-
can
I recognize this
read
local
that paper.
periodical.
Yeah, you can reread it if you want.
Yeah, I've seen that episode. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, my favorite. How did you know? Wow. Wow.
Take it out of
Wow.
that plastic, buddy.
Wow. 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 Okay. For all of you out there, right now I'm excitingly diving into this wrapping, if you don't mind. Oh, man, check this out, everybody. Look at that. The Star of Hope. Of the Star of... This is the-
Eternal hope, yeah.
You know how they say the North Star is the guiding star. This is the star of the next season. Oh,
Boy,
man.
oh, boy.
I finally got me one of these. Definitely you'll be seeing this, probably, no doubt, week 1 next year
There you
when
go.
it all starts over and we're 0-0.
Back to the cycle.
I love the color. I love the print. It looks like a perfect size. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
My
very,
pleasure.
Very, very nice.
Thank you for all your hard work, man, and your opines on various football subjects.
And
there.
this is the part we have to admit I never put in a second of hard work. Just been this has been a joyous occasion every week with you. So this gift is just icing on the cake, and I am very grateful. I look forward to wearing this on very special occasions, and perhaps, not
Could
this,
happen.
not this year, but perhaps wearing it for a Super Bowl
I knew it was coming.
celebration
I knew it was
show.
coming.
Hey. Let's think the best. Let's think the best.
All right,
Okay,
all right.
all right.
It started already, the
Okay.
cycle.
All right. I'll iron this sucker up, get it nice and crisp. But I won't wait to wear it for that because I do want to wear it
Yeah.
one day. A slightly different approach to gift giving, but so just be careful. So as it says here, it says fragile. So you just kind of open up the top
Fragile,
and
yeah,
start
I remember
pulling.
that one.
It's a different approach, but this is going to kind of make sense to a lot of people out there to some degree. You just kind of have to get that tape off of there and
There we go.
kind of reach in there and start.
Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat here.
Pull something out here, see what you get. And there's a couple different things in there. Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Okay. All right.
And this is?
Okay. So we call that takuan here. It's basically a Japanese radish. It's a daikon. It's a big Japanese radish,
okay,
and
good,
it's
good, good.
pickled. It's pickled. It's a pickled radish. It goes great with all kinds of meat,
Yeah.
cold beer, even some red wines. So it's a pickled Japanese radish, a little sugar, salt, and rice
And what is it
vinegar.
called again?
Takuan. And it's the
Takuan.
daikon radish. That, my friend,
Ooh, yeah.
is kimchi. Straight
That's
up
one of my
kimchi.
favorite.
Yes. And so, that's just a straight up cabbage
Yeah.
kimchi, chili, garlic, ginger, all the things. And there's some pickled onions for you.
Ooh-wee, baby.
Now, here's the thing. All handcrafted by yours truly.
All right.
I
man.
made these with my bare hands and and all of the aloha I have in my heart for you. They're great around this time of year as you go into New Year's.
Well, I'm definitely going to have them right about then. New
Honey, it's a
Year's.
great time for that. They're great to share with friends at parties. And here's the extra good news. Although they're chilled now, the good news is these are naturally preserved. You could forget these on these table, come back to them tomorrow morning, they'll only be better. And that could happen at a party too, per se. I don't know. Say you get distracted. You're cleaning up. You leave them out overnight. Guess what? Even better in the morning with your eggs.
Well, I already have a hankering for that
Oh,
kimchi
yeah.
there.
That might not make it to New Year's, but I
Maybe.
want to say, much as I have a passion for NFL and sports in general, I also have a passion for pickling and fermentation. It's a hobby I enjoy, so I'm happy to try to share some of that passion
Well,
with you
thank you,
and
John.
the Orozco family. From my heart to your family?
Well, definitely it will be enjoyed. No question
I
about
like the
it, man.
different approaches we took there. That's
Yeah,
kind of nice. I
yeah,
kind of thought,
yeah,
I was like, yeah, but wait a minute. So, yeah.
All right. Well, this is what was our second Christmas together, I think. Did we do it
for
last
sure.
year? Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
So when I think backward in times, I have special Christmases
Fond
that
recollections.
stay with you forever, never, ever end up telling stories to other people.
Yeah.
Do you have anything of that sort that comes to mind, or one of your favorite Christmases?
Just-
NFL related.
Oh,
kind of
NFL
thing.
related?
Yeah,
I'll tell you this. I have some bad memories of Matthew Stafford. Because if I recall, we matched up with the Lions a lot every
Right,
year,
right.
and I know the Lions were always part of it, and they
Yep,
are again.
yep.
But or either that or Thanksgiving, and have some bad memories there. But the good memories I have would be the Cowboys of yesteryear. In our heyday.
Yes.
And just knowing that what you're
For
gonna,
the good times.
Hey, listen, there was very little doubt back then that when you turn on the Cowboys, and I say back then, I'm talking like 1991 to 96, which is a really good stretch
the
of
Great
years,
Wall of Dallas.
that you were going to see the highest display of professional football you can see on every level. They were a 3-level team, whatever you want to talk about, special teams,
Everything.
defense, offense, on the line. Both lines were dominant in the league. You had your receivers, you had Emmitt Smith, you had everything, your safeties, cornerbacks, everybody was all pro. Really a premier team. So I guess I could say my fond memories of like this time of year, especially, maybe not specifically on Christmas Day, but Thanksgiving headed into the tournament, if you will, is just the Cowboys and nearing the end of another great season, and just doing it, getting it done for us. Much like Michael Jordan used to just get it done every time. If you're a Bulls fan, you could count on the Dallas Cowboys.
Those were the days when you looked forward to the postseason because you knew they were going to be in it.
Not like if they're going to win, but how could they lose? That was how dominant they were. Now, again, we're not exactly, millennials, you or I. So when you talk about these memories, it wasn't in black and white. These games were on color television, mind you.
Yep.
Yeah, but small televisions.
Well, for mine,
Yeah, what do you got?
color had only been in existence for, I don't know, maybe 5 years.
Really?
Maybe.
So you're going back.
Yes, I'm going back.
Childhood.
This shows my age, okay?
Nothing wrong with that.
I was 10 years of
10 years
age.
young. Okay.
December 31st, 1967.
Okay. The eve of the new year.
The GB Packers versus the Dallas Cowboys in the Ice Bowl.
The Ice Bowl.
You see it on TV now.
Historical.
They go backward in time. And,
Yeah.
But I remember it like it was yesterday, man. Watching the game and my dad there, man. And me at the end because it came down to a final second quarterback sneak by one Bart Starr over Jerry Kramer. You hear it all now. And they beat the Dallas Cowboys 21-17. I cried. And I'll never forget it. My dad goes, son, they're not going to win every game.
What do you
But
mean?
the week before that, they had beaten the Cleveland Browns 52-14, man.
Yeah.
It was oh, man, we're going. But this year, we're going to do it.
Since you shared that with me, let me just revisit. I don't know exactly what time of year it was, but I have a very similar story to that of how I knew I was a Cowboys fan.
Okay.
And remain to be to this day. I was just asked last night, well, who's your team? And I tell you, the look, the scorn.
It comes right after that.
The look, the disgust, like it's almost political. But I don't. And anyway, same thing's happening. Okay. I believe it was the NFC Conference Championship game against those San Francisco 49ers.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we had them, buddy. We had them. And they were dead to rights. You got it, buddy. Dwight Clark, back of the end zone, barely enough to fit those probably size 13 cleats in there, makes the catch, okay? And I'll admit, I wasn't 15. I was probably like 7 or 8, maybe. Okay, young. And I just start crying. Much as you admitted.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what are we talking?
big
We don't
time
need therapy.
fans.
We're fine. We're mature, functional
We're
grown-ups.
fans. We
But
put our heart and soul to those teams, man.
I was watching the game with my dad, and I think this comes down to the recollection maybe with a lot of us and why we love the NFL. We watch a lot of these with our moms and dads and siblings and whatnot, and that makes the catch, and we, Cowboys, lose. It hurts so much I'm crying, and my dad says, it's just a game. I go, No, it's not. It's the Cowboys.
I don't want to talk to you right now,
And
Dad.
that's how I knew that I had a team. I don't know how it
From
got to that point. I
onward,
couldn't tell
man.
you how I got to that point, but I can tell you after that, crystal clear, through good times and bad. Some really, obviously, as you mentioned earlier, super great times, but then some more tougher years that it's been challenging.
The lean years.
As they continue. They
now,
feel a little lean.
Now,
Yeah.
when I say, what team do you like? I go, the Dallas Cowboys. We're in our
Yeah.
29th year of rebuilding.
Yeah, right? It's like a pyramid. You don't build it, it's going to be beautiful. We're not putting up condos here. We're putting up a pyramid. It's just going to take time. And we're going to live long enough to see these glory days. I'm telling you, brother. Watch
Well,
when
I
this
hope so,
shirt
man.
comes out.
They-
Watch when this shirt comes out.
We're
Huh?
turning this into a bit of a cowboy segment.
Why
there.
not?
But I mean, they got some problems, John. Okay,
Okay.
we again, they got the game on Christmas Day.
Yeah,
Ho-hum against the
Commanders,
Commanders.
right.
Commanders are out of it as well.
I'll watch it. Probably. Yeah.
And again, some of the questions we've got looking forward to next year. Well,
Yeah.
some good things. Let me start off with the good things.
Tell me the good
We
things.
got some draft choices because of Micah Parsons.
Draft picks.
We have him,
Yeah.
man. And like it or not, you guys, we still have Dak. That is a good quarterback. We just didn't have a defense this year, okay?
Yeah.
So we've got some things coming back. The questions are, do you bring back Javonte Williams? Huh?
If
do
we
you
can
bring
afford-
back George Pickens? Huh?
This is all in the ledger.
Oh, my
This
God.
is all in the ledger.
And here's the big one for you, John. Do you bring the defensive coordinator,
No.
Matt Eberflus, back?
No. Come on. We got to start fresh there.
Joe Milton. Is he going to be a bona fide second string quarterback or somebody, if Dak goes down, that you're going to entrust the team with? Carry us onward.
I think this is where I want to start when you ask me when I think about next year. I want to start with Dak, and I'm just going to say that. Like, since you mentioned Joe Milton.
Yeah.
Hey, Dak's been on the field 14
Yep.
so far, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been on the field. So there you go. We've gotten a full season of Dak. It hasn't exactly worked out the way we wanted to, but his health has been there. And I must say, see, what do I have to look forward to next year? Well, Dak. And I've been hard on Dak, more so than you, I believe, and more so than probably a lot of Cowboys fans. I placed a lot of blame at the cleats of Dak because we've gotten to the tournament and man, I tell you, before you can even get to that first commercial, and it's Dak. So, but I'm glad. I'm thankful that Dak will be there behind center. He seems like a different Dak to me, and I don't think a lot of our problems this year have been Dak problems.
No.
So there you go.
That has not been the problem.
I'm thinking about George Pickens. I'm wondering. I don't know how we afford to pay George Pickens after the year he's
Cut
had.
Travion Diggs. See you later.
Fine with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some money right there that
No
we could
offense.
utilize.
No offense to the Diggs family, big football family, but no offense there. But I'm okay with that. And then what? Well, I don't know, and I got to look. What are we looking at with Quinnen Williams? We didn't just trade to get him for the rest of this year. I assume we have him under
Yeah, I think
contract
we
for
got
at least
him for
one more year.
A couple of years, yeah.
That makes me
2-year
happy.
Contract, yeah.
I know he got injured, right? Which is fine. Hey, listen, we got Quinnen Williams coming back. That makes me happy. Kenny Clark, right?
yeah.
I heard his name the other day in a game. First time he made a big play and he said, that's Kenny Clark. I go, there's Kenny Clark. That's a good thing too. CeeDee Lamb is a good thing. Lots of good things to look at.
So you got the draft choices. What are you looking for to bring in if you were the GM?
Man, you know what? I'd like to say O-line, even though we did O-line last year, I think with the 14th pick. We did pretty well there. But I just think that's what you look at first these days because it's an offense-driven league.
On both
and
sides
you
of the
do
ball.
nothing without a run game. And if you can't protect your quarterback's blind side, you're not going to have a quarterback.
Ask Patrick Holmes about that.
And-
that was a bug for them all season long.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A big part of their problems.
Right.
There is their line. So I'll go back to, what we were talking about, the heyday, if you will, of the Cowboys in their
Right.
best years, and their O-line was probably the best part of the
Again,
team.
I mentioned it, the great line of Dallas,
I
the
don't think
great
you can-
wall of Dallas.
I don't think you
rather.
can draft enough O-linemen. If you look at what Chicago Bears have done this year with drafting and free agency and shoring up that O-line, how it's become their identity and how they become competitors in every game and can go out there and potentially win every game against any opponent, it's the O-line. So I probably look there first, and then with everything else I got, we're talking linebackers, we're talking safeties, and
edge rusher.
yeah, obviously.
Somebody like Micah.
Yeah, our
And
interior-
they can come out of college quite a bit, man. Give me a 3-4 year
Yeah.
contract.
Yeah.
and then maybe move on.
If
with
we're
you.
talking Cowboys, our Cowboys, the interior's looking pretty good right now with Williams and Clark. So
Right.
yeah, it's about shoring up that edges and putting
Yeah.
pressure on from the edges, and then so defense for sure. But and here's another thing, I'm liking B shots. B shots. I call Brian Schottenheimer.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give this
give
guy.
you that
I
too,
want to
yeah.
give him a couple of 2-3 years at least with players that he helps pick with the general manager. I don't know his name. But, I don't know who's
don't
going to
know
be
his
making
name,
the.
yeah.
I think his name is Stephen Jones.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I want to give this B Shots character a couple of years with his vision, if you will. I want to give him a chance to pick a new defensive coordinator. Yeah.
Well, again, that'll be the 4th in 5 years. That's just one after another, man.
I understand the importance of stability and continuity, but not when it's not working over and over
Some
again.
people say it's the athletes and not the scheme. Other ones say, no, man, you got the wrong scheme for these athletes.
We know what's not working. So when something's not working and it's holding you back, and you have this marginal mid record that's going to give us a mid draft pick along with Green Bay's, and maybe looking at some way to try to afford George Pickens without then also sacrificing more defense. Because if you want to pay George Pickens, and I don't know how you're going to get any free agents
We're
on
talking
defense.
$40 million they're bandying about.
Cowboys need to do what the great teams recently, the teams that have been successful, have done, which is really draft well, because the players you draft cost you nothing. None of your petty cash, none of your wallet is going towards drafted players, even if you draft them high.
You know what? Let me go back, because I think I interrupted you. But you said Milton. You want to see more of Milton?
No, I
for the
want
rest-
to. No, I want to see all of Dak. The only way Milton's playing
so the
is
last
Dak's
couple
hurt.
of games, Dak plays.
Ooh.
And the reason I'm bringing that is just real quick is the
I kind of like that.
Tua situation.
You know what? Maybe that's my Christmas Day wish, is like, give me Joe Milton for 4 quarters on Christmas Day. Why not? Why not?
Last 3 games?
Yeah, I mean, and it also doesn't harm anybody else. What I don't like is when teams will just kind of say, hey, I understand they don't want any injuries. They're already kind of set where they are in the tournament or something of that nature. So they just kind of put out their backups. It becomes a non-competitive game, and that affects other teams.
Yes.
So I don't really like that.
But
in this case, we're playing the Commanders.
Show me what you got.
Well, I mean, why not have Joe Milton versus Marcus Mariota?
Yeah.
I'm still going to watch that as opposed to the Cleveland Cavaliers playing the Brooklyn Nets. I don't even know if that's a real thing, but it could. That's probably one of the games on the NBA.
Well, we appreciate you joining us for all these episodes. We've got the playoffs coming. We got a big week on Saturday and Sunday. But please enjoy the holidays as best you can. Be careful out there. If you drink, don't drive. Let somebody else do the driving, okay?
Yeah, let somebody take that keys to the sleigh.
But the big word is enjoy as much as you can.
Yes. Yeah. Kindness to your fellow man. Appreciating each other for who you are.
That's it, buddy.
Yeah, laughter, humor, everything, the whole nine. Great movies on this time of year. Die Hard. Nature.
Sit back on that couch or recliner, man.
Just curious, since, we're such good friends, your favorite Christmas movie before we check out. Do you have one?
I'd have to go with the Fragile.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. A Christmas Story.
Christmas Story.
Yeah, they played over and over and over again. I'm a Chevy Chase, Clark Griswold Christmas Vacation kind of guy. But, I mean, there's so many.
Yeah.
Love it. Great time of year. Enjoy.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy your holiday season. Thank you again for tuning in to Coulda, Shoulda, Woulda. We'll check you out next week right here on Aleo TV. Until then, we bid you a fond aloha and mele kalikimaka.
And ahui ho. Merry Christmas, brother.
Merry Christmas to you, John.